Crow Country is a $20 5-hour indie horror title that is the hidden gem of 2024. You play as FBI agent Mara Forrest as she explores the abandoned theme park Crow Country to find its owner, Edward Crow. When Mara first enters the park, it's eerily silent. The park has deteriorated and it's in a major state of disrepair. It doesn't take long for her to discover that something terrible has happened in the park, and she even finds an injured photographer, Arthur Mole, who explains that he was attacked by some creature of an unknown origin. The first room you enter in the game, Mara also then runs into these creatures, these uncanny valley-looking monsters. This initial encounter is what made me fall in love with the game's sound design. It is such high quality for such a small project. It really pulls you into this nightmare situation that Mara has put herself in. Enemies fall to the ground with a solid thud, and even the screen quakes a little. Whoa! Now, I love this atmospheric sound design that Crow Country includes. Every little item has a unique little jingle. Very good, excellent work, love that. Every creature and enemy has unique noises, or, as we heard previously, that really terrifying, ghoulish theme. Oh my god! Now, Mara does uncover a very big conspiracy. It seems that Crow Country was really never interested in entertaining the public. They were actually mining gold from the land that they own. And seems for some reason that this gold mining conspiracy is connected to these uncanny valley monsters that just are infesting the park. So it is crucial for Mara to find Edward Crow ASAP. And to do that, she's going to have to solve several puzzles. This is like the main gameplay loop of Crow Country. Mara needs to acquire several items that will help her discover the location of Edward Crow, and to do that, she has to solve these puzzles. Most puzzles will need Mara to use her pistol to help solve them, and I think that's great, making the pistol a multi-purpose tool, and since the pistol is used so frequently, you're going to need a lot of ammo. And throughout the game, there are trash cans she can dig through for ammo and healing items, and there are vending machines that endlessly restock if you're low on one thing or another, and you can go back to them, kick them, and get what you need. It will always give you what you have the least of, and I think that's great about the game. There's other weapons in the game. I only found a shotgun, but I think there was a magnum somewhere because I picked up magnum ammo, but I never found it. And I think that's like really one of the only downsides they had with that game, is that some of the secrets were just kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Throughout Mara's journey, she will meet several other characters, most of which are former employees of Edward Crow, and every single one of them is acutely aware of the gold mining conspiracy because they all had a hand in it. The big questions for the player, though, is really the sole reasoning for why Mara's there. She goes in search of Edward Crow, saying she needs to tell him something. And that's all we're really given for the whole game. Now, there is a major plot twist in the game, followed by several other smaller plot twists, but I think most players who are following the narrative and looking at your context clues, are going to figure out that plot twist early on, and probably at the halfway point. Because when you get halfway through the game and you have half the items to find Mr. Crow, there are signs that the game has also picked up on the fact that you probably know its major plot twist, and it's incredibly smart in the way they do it. I'm not going to spoil it here because I really, really want you to play the game, but it's one of my favorite stories of 2024. This game has loads of charm. The writing is fantastic. I also love Mara as a character. She has this inner voice that she uses a lot, and it's kind of her way of coping with this horrible situation. My favorite example is like when she turns off a faucet and congratulates herself on saving the day. And another time where she kind of just copes with falling for a fake treasure chest at one of the amusement park rides. I loved my time in Crow Country. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and it ends up being an expertly crafted experience that made me go, I want a sequel. Maybe I won't get a sequel to Crow Country, but I hope they make another horror indie game in the future because these guys are really talented. SFB Games really nailed the ideas they were going for here. The only real downside is that I feel like a lot of the combat in the game feels loose. A lot of Mara's guns are really sensitive when you aim them, and they tend to miss a lot of shots. But it is not a major detractor. I know I just handed out 2 of these recently on my own channel, but I'm going to also give Crow Country a 9 out of 10. And for me, it's the must-play indie title of 2024. In this current climate where a $200 million game can get delisted and shut down a week after its release, it's just crazy to me. So instead of investing $60, $70, $90, $110 in a game, why not just spend $20 on a game like Crow Country and just have a really good 5-hour experience rather than a 60-hour slog? As always, thank you for checking out this video, and subscribe if you like what you saw. See you in the next video. Bye!